Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cram Jam. I'm Jack, also known as Peebus.
I am Chris, also known as Eric I.
I'm Marcus, also known as Goon Guy. Do I sound
Cram
any different?
Jam!
Whoa, he sounds a little bit different.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a
Yeah.
secondary voice that yells Cram Jam for some reason.
Yeah, it's really weird. And it's-
Yeah, Marcus has his PC.
Yeah.
Woo! This is where we add the clapping sound
Yep,
effects.
Jack, this is
Yeah.
where you have applause playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play the clap.
Ooh.
Do,
Wait,
cue,
wait,
cue
wait,
the
yeah,
clap.
wait. The clapping, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
yeah.
not making me
All right.
put it in, because I wouldn't have.
Of course.
All
Yeah.
I
right.
was about to pull it up, and I'm like, that'll take too much time.
So,
I'm Anthony Lamp.
yeah, he is.
That's him.
Today we are doing a Space Jam retrospective, if you will, because
Mm-hmm.
soon Space Jam 2 will be released, and so we wanted to just talk about it a bit, because I don't know about you guys, but Space Jam was a huge part of my childhood.
Yep. Did you know that there's Big Chungus in the new
Shut
space?
the fuck
We're not
up.
doing
I'm
this. We're not doing this.
Is it happening this
I'm
time?
not. I'm not lying. I'm
I
not
know
lying.
you're not lying.
No,
That-
it's a
Don't get
rumor.
mad at me. What did I
It's
do?
a blurry image. It's rumored, and if it happens,
Yeah. Here.
we
Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about the Space Jam 2 trailer. But we are going to get into we're not going to do a whole plot description of Space Jam, because I'd imagine if you're around our age or older, you fucking probably know what Space Jam is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, what the fuck are you doing? Who are you? Where did you come from? Go
Yeah.
Also- go away.
Get outta
We
here.
don't want you here.
Yeah. Anyone below the age of
It's
19 is not allowed to listen to this.
That alienates quite a large chunk of possible viewers. So, no, you're welcome. Just don't tell your parents. Anyways,
Perfect.
Space Jam, wonderful film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Space Jam, and I'm gonna just say something. Do you know how much I love Space Jam? The answer is no.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Why would you? We've never talked about it before, right
Yeah.
now.
We have never spoken. Who are you?
Yeah. This is our first recording. I'm gonna make this
Yeah.
episode 1.
Yeah, welcome to episode 1.
No, they did that on a podcast I listened to. I'm not gonna steal that bit. Anyway.
Oh. What? Really? That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah, just and it was like episode 370. He just named it. He just changed it to 1. Anyway,
That's good.
so I used to watch a lot of Honest Trailers. I'm sure you know what Honest Trailers is.
Honest Trailers pissed me off.
Yeah, no, listen. I used to watch a lot of that, and I used to watch a lot of Cinema Sins, but luckily I haven't watched either of those in a long while, and I'll tell you why I haven't seen an Honest Trailers video in a long time. When I was in high school, I watched a Space Jam Honest trailer, and in this, they completely shit on the movie and say that it's a bad movie. And since then, I have not watched a single Honest Trailers video. 'Cause
Yeah.
it made
okay.
me so angry.
Quick tangent. That's kind of how I feel about CinemaSins. I think, just again, very quick tangent. CinemaSins has ruined how people perceive movies. Like, and also like me for a bit. Like, why? Like, it made me think like, you know what? That is a trope that is used all the time, and like it like literally ruined me as a writer because I don't want to like do a bunch of tropes. Which now tropes are not terrible. It's just like the way that you use them is the like makes all the difference. I would think that like because CinemaSins would be like girl running away from scary thing. Pfft, I've seen that before, and it's
Yeah.
like, of course, like every movie is not going to be a new masterpiece. If anything, it's gonna be fucking shit. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's good.
They're all still movies, and the point
Yeah.
of a movie is to suspend your disbelief and enter a different world. I have
Yeah.
problems with this myself. I hate the Fast and Furious films, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, this is happening in a movie because it's a movie.
Exactly.
But also,
I don't
there's
know,
some things
it
that I
was-
think are still kind of funny. Like every time somebody says the name of the movie in the movie, I say roll credits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quote from my favorite movie in the entire world. Nothing fucking matters. That is from Rubber.
Okay.
Nothing fucking matters. It's a goddamn movie. Why should it matter?
Oh, I thought I was like, that's a quote from the movie Nothing Matters, and
Oh yeah.
That's a quote from. Do you think I was quoting the word rubber?
yes.
What the fuck?
Anyway, Space
Anyway, wait. So Space Jam. So Space Jam itself. Can I just real quick? Because even as a kid, I thought that the premise of Space Jam was just so bizarre. The crossover of the Looney Tunes and the NBA coming together to make a movie, and it's like, wait a second, but what? But at the same time, it works so perfectly. It is a perfect crossover. It's one of the best crossover pieces of media, in my opinion.
I think
like
of
that.
all the live action and animation like mashups, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or
Yep.
the only other one I can think of is Smurfs. Or like of those like types of movies, that genre, I think this one is by far the best.
Yeah. Well, Looney Tunes Back in Action had that one guy that's like, I'm gonna make everybody into monkeys, and he
I
said
don't-
monkeys really weird. He would say monkeys,
I don't.
and I was like, that's my favorite part of the movie.
As
People
far as I'm
because it
concerned,
said monkeys.
as far as I'm concerned, the only like real like living person in that movie is Brendan Fraser. I don't remember anybody else.
You don't remember the
Gross.
monkey guy? He's
No, I
like,
don't remember the
and-
monkey guy from Looney Tunes Back in Action.
no, this is one scene that he's like, he walks in.
Oh my
because
god, I know
everyone-
what you're talking about.
Everyone's about to be monkeyfied, and then he says, "Are you guys monkeys yet?"
About to be
Alright,
monkeys.
Wrap this episode. We're doing that. We're doing that.
I have
don't think I've
no
seen
fucking
this.
clue what you're
I
talking
have
about.
no idea what this is, but
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna watch this tonight.
This is like a
fucking lightsabers at one point.
Yes, it's a wacky ass movie. They go to fucking Walmart in a scene. Anyway, sorry.
Oh my god.
listen to me. This is like an Avatar: The Last Airbender experience. I know that I have seen this movie multiple times, without a doubt, but I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. All I remember from this movie, the only images I can see in my head are Brendan Fraser standing, like, talking to Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and
Yes.
then Brendan Fraser, like, jumping off of a balcony. He's a
That's the
stuntman.
entire. The movie is like not the best, but it's such a shit post of a movie. It's not a good movie, but it is something to be like, what the fuck is this monkey guy doing? I don't even
hate how I
remember why.
remember everything.
You guys monkeys yet?
Marcus, when was the last time you saw this movie?
So long ago, but like
Childhood.
Yeah, so for some reason it popped into my head that particular scene as of recently, and I was like, I gotta watch this movie very soon. Anyways, Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Oh yeah. So Space Jam. The premise of the movie, for anyone who doesn't know, is what ends up happening is these aliens go to the Looney Tunes world, which is in the core of the Earth, in order to go capture them to become pieces of entertainment at their theme park.
What is it called? What is it called?
It is called Moron Mountain. Yeah, Moron Mountain. They end up going there to enslave the Looney Tunes. Literally, they decide to, they talk about. I remember a part where one of the little. I don't remember if I remember this correctly, but I swear one of the little aliens at the time just goes, "You're all gonna be slaves," and it is the most bizarre thing
Whoa!
ever. It is so-
Everyone, stop. was an incredible impression.
That one, no, yeah, that was really good. Can we just
Hey.
take a second?
Thank you.
That threw me for a loop. My God.
Yeah,
I just played the audio clip. That wasn't actually me. I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Um,
Christian, if you wanted to become a colonizer, let me just say,
What? Wait, stop. Stop.
Hold on.
What does this have to
Hold
do with
on.
anything?
All right. Pause for a second. What the fuck?
I cannot believe what just happened.
I can't believe that was just asked of me.
Let me continue. So if you ever wanted to,
Let
and
me continue.
you use that voice, I promise you, everyone would be content. All right, I'm totally fucking kidding. Immensely.
I don't
Please,
know.
nobody.
I don't know what to do with what just happened.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel.
So,
I don't know how
so
to
let's
feel.
let's
I'm
just
told.
let's just finish describing what
shocked.
happens in Space Jam.
So, aliens. They go, they say the thing. And so the Looney Tunes decide to challenge them to a basketball game to decide their fate. And so the aliens go and steal the abilities and talents of NBA superstars, while LeBron James has just retired and decided to become a baseball player. So he
Dumbest
doesn't get
fucking
his
thing ever.
Yeah.
True. So he doesn't get his powers stolen. Instead, he is fine and he goes golfing and gets sucked down a hole by Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
It seems like a
they
fever
decide-
dream. Now that you're
It is
talking
a
about it.
fever dream. After they realize that they need help because the aliens absorbed all of the NBA superstars' powers to
Stop
become
right there.
giant monsters.
This sounds like somebody. This sounds like a trip report.
It sounds like
Yes.
I'm making this
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
up. I
is
feel
like,
like
yeah,
I'm making
yeah,
this
Yeah,
up.
I took 6 hits of DMT, and then Bugs Bunny pulled Michael Jordan into a hole.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
And I think that's my biggest issue is like it looks really nice, the new one, like really, really nice.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's I'm glad that is now becoming not particularly the mainstream, but it's becoming popularized. This like realistic but still cartoony feel. I love it. I prefer it much more than any kind of Disney style personally. But I really wish they would have just didn't animate LeBron James and just had him
Yeah,
as a
what the
live
fuck?
action character.
That
I
I
didn't
found
like-
that interesting.
was stupid.
Yeah, but well, here's the thing though, because
I like it.
I think the reason they did that is they wanted to make because they have the Looney Tunes have their 2D animation, but when they come to the 3D world, instead of staying the 2D animated, they're now CGI animated in the 3D world. So it's like I feel like it makes sense that they did that if they're gonna give them that different look because if
Yeah,
they
but-
brought LeBron James to the like
LeBron
either they
also
should have
uses-
just left it the same or they had to do this.
No, but the
But-
the Looney Tunes have been in the real world before to get Michael Jordan.
Here's
and
the
like
thing.
see-
This,
But they weren't CGI animated at
This
the time.
isn't-
It looked more
this
2D.
isn't a sequel. This is a
Yeah.
new movie.
That's true.
Michael
Yeah,
Jordan
that's
also
true.
uses Toonie powers. He stretches his arms at one point.
Toonie
Mhm.
powers.
yeah. But that's what makes it so cool because you don't expect him to do that because he's not a cartoon, but he
Yeah,
does-
but
But wait a minute.
what if it's
However,
Wait a
in the
minute.
part in the trailer where they
Residual
play basketball,
effect.
though, he's normal again.
Fan theory. Not LeBron James. Michael Jordan was actually a cartoon the entire
the
time.
entire time.
From start to finish, he was a cartoon.
Yeah,
That's why he's the
let
only
me-
one who can do that.
Yeah, and that's
It's
why he's a fucking
residual.
clown now.
he went to the Looney Tunes world and its residual effect on his body.
Oh, really? Is that real?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just a fucking theory.
Let me be clear. Also, I don't
be
have a
clear.
problem with it. Let me be clear. It's fine. It's really nice. Like the animation, like I'm gonna fucking salivate over that shit. I
Whoa.
want more Who Framed Roger Rabbit type things. I'm sad that that's like no longer a thing that people do.
Yeah.
I agree. I wish there were
You
more
like the
movies
Frank
in general that
Rabbit.
did that.
Yep.
That's another childhood movie there.
Ooh, that's
Here's
one
the
of the
thing.
things.
I think it's because I think correct me if I'm wrong, but nothing of this sort has been released since Space Jam, like specifically with Looney Tunes or like wider franchise characters. Like again, they've done it with fucking Smurfs and Sonic or whatever, and the movie Hops.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but Sonic was CGI.
Ew.
Even.
Yeah, it's
like,
all CG, but
they haven't done something with that 2D animation with like with 3D shots like that much since. I mean, the only thing I could think of is the 2D animation that flies around Deadpool's head when he gets stabbed in the head at the end of Deadpool 1.
that doesn't count.
But that doesn't even count. Like that's like literally that's all I can think of where they did that. And
Also, neither
that's
does
a little
SpongeBob. The only
small
human
bit.
being that appears in SpongeBob is fucking David Hasselhoff.
That's a good movie.
We'll do that next.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No.
dead ass.
I would love to.
What you say? Wait, who said no? Anthony, did you
Anthony,
say no?
of course, Anthony said no.
Did.
Have you seen? Shut up. Have you seen? Have you seen the first SpongeBob movie?
Yeah, I'm a goofy goober rock.
That movie's
That's what I
great.
say. That movie's
movie is
great.
great.
Are you
I
being
haven't seen the other
sarcastic right now?
No. I do like that movie. I haven't seen the other ones though. And
I'll fucking kill you.
They're actually
I also
okay.
did-
The other movies are good.
the most recent one.
I haven't seen the like most recent one, but the other one was good.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Anyways, Space Jam. This
Johnny Depp in it or some shit.
What? No.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is in the new one.
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves.
The same as Johnny Depp.
I mean, they're both meme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway.
very much like that
You should title this episode. Anyways, Space Jam.
Anyways, Space Jam. That should be yes.
Okay. I wanna talk about some of the references in Space Jam. Space Jam came out in 1996. There's an entire section where Stanley comes into Michael's hotel room and says, "Come on, Michael, it's game time. Slip on your Hanes, lace up your Nikes, take your Wheaties and your Gatorade, and we'll grab a Big Mac on the way to the ballpark." All of these were
Wonder how
products
many
that Michael
sponsors.
Jordan that Michael Jordan was the spokesperson of at the time of filming.
Of
Wait.
course.
What's the ad
Get
where
some
he's
help.
like, "Stop it, get some
No,
help"? What is he advertising?
It's like a drug thing.
Yeah, that's an anti-drug ad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not any like product.
And it's
okay.
well, it is partnered with McDonald's.
Okay, see, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
really?
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's sponsored. It's an anti-drug ad sponsored by McDonald's. Don't
Don't
do
do
drugs, but eat really
McDonald's.
unhealthy
Yeah.
food.
Don't do drugs.
Great
Die
for you.
slower with McDonald's.
Yeah, kill yourself in a slower way.
Another thing, the featured song in this film, other than, of course, Space Jam, which is an incredible song.
Oh, it's slam.
But the other featured song is I Believe I Can Fly, as performed
Oh yes.
by R. Kelly,
Uh-huh.
which,
No.
yeah.
It's so strange to
Yeah.
hear.
It's strange to hear, much like Fat Albert, the movie, starring
Mm-hmm.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert
Starring
as
Fat
himself.
Albert. I grew up with Fat Albert, so it's so weird to think about Fat Albert these days.
It is,
Listen,
isn't it?
listen. That was I
It
don't
was
know.
a fantastic show.
It was a great concept.
love that show.
I thought like when I watched it for the first time, I thought like even when I was a kid, I was like, this story makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so much sense.
It does. Then why the fuck is Bill Murray in it?
Why is Bill Murray's in everything? He's in Space Jam too.
Are we
He's in
talking?
Space Jam. Wait. Which,
I was talking about Space Jam.
Bill Murray's
we
not
were-
in Fat Albert.
yeah, we were talking
I was-
about Fat Albert.
I literally did not realize you were still talking about Albert. I was talking about Space Jam.
Bill Murray
Anyway,
is in
Bill
Space
Murray
Jam.
is in Space Jam.
That's my
You
point.
are
Why
correct.
is he in Space Jam? That's what I fucking said. Why are you fucking
They,
listening?
they explain why he's in
Damn
Space
it.
Jam. They explain why he's in Space Jam with one of his lines in it because he literally says, "I'm a friend of the director, so I was able to show up here." That's his explanation for how he got into the Looney Tunes world, which is I'm almost certain his explanation for how he got into the movie as well.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
which I find hilarious that he literally says it in the movie.
some more IMDb trivia. I actually did not know this. This movie is the first ever appearance of Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know she had
Isn't
never
she?
been in any other media before.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
She was in the comics, though. You
That
should
brings
know.
us
Speaking
to
of
an
Lola
important
Bunny,
point. So,
with Space Jam 2, it's hard to talk about anything without talking about the recent controversy.
yes, Pepe Le Pew has been removed from the film.
Exactly.
Oh, is that what? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
because it's
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It's a trope. Yeah,
Oh, you did a bait and switch. I see what you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but that's true. What he said is true.
It is true.
It's what we call.
The movie.
Here's the thing: in the business, we call this a bit, Marcus.
Yes. But it's also a true bit.
I
'Cause
want no
Pepe
part
Le
of
Pew
it.
is gone. He's
Wait,
dead.
wait. What is the offensive thing? Oh, because he's like kissing people without consent. Is that the
Well,
thing?
no,
yeah, he's a
he's
fucking freak.
Yeah, and he's a skunk and he's French. He's a sexual
Yeah.
predator.
It's because he's French. That's it.
Yeah. I believe it. Yeah.
It's
Nobody likes
racist
that.
against French people, Marcus. That's the point.
That's enough said. Don't explain anything
Yeah.
more. That's it.
Problem is, it's not racist enough against French people, so they had to cut him out.
Wait, no. But what is that? What is actually?
But
what
it's
is
actually it's
percent?
because he's a creep, and nobody likes Pepe Le Pew. He's
Yeah.
a fucking disgusting
He's
rodent.
a sexual predator.
Yeah.
He's a sexual
He's li-
predator.
He's literally a sexual predator.
And people are like, you're gonna put the guys from Clockwork Orange, literal murderers, in the back, but you won't have a full scene where Pepe Le Pew gets lines. Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody's
he's
talking to the
sexual
Clockwork Orange guys.
They didn't even give him money lines in the original Space Jam. All that he really does is stop them from dunking on them at one point by smelling like shit. That's all he really does.
Yeah,
That is
he's
all he does in
uh,
the original
He's a
movie. Why are
shit-smelling
people upset?
pervert.
Honestly,
He wasn't.
no. I don't think anybody was like, let's make Pepe Le Pew the biggest point of the. Let's make him like the reason the team wins. I think that he doesn't have any real part.
Yeah.
in
No, he
anything.
doesn't have. He doesn't have any.
Nobody
bit.
gave a shit about Pepe Le Pew until they mentioned that they were taking him out, and then everyone was like, "Oh well, what?" If they didn't tell them that they were taking Pepe Le Pew out,
Nobody
nobody
would've
would have
cared.
realized he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the second movie.
Yeah,
Also,
that's-
fun
that's
fact:
fucking- that's weird.
Max Landis, who's a famous screenwriter, was actually working on a Pepe Le Pew solo movie.
No.
Yeah, okay, no,
No.
no, that's
No.
fucking stupid.
It's stupid,
No.
and
Rated
yeah,
R.
it's true. It's rated
Gotta
R.
be rated R.
Fucking no.
Who wants to see a creep like just go around being like, suck my skunky penis for fucking an hour and a half? Who
I'm
wants
writing
to
that.
see that?
I'm writing that down. Suck my skunky
Suck my
penis.
skunky
Quote
penis.
Marcus.
Gross. Also, okay, let me be clear. I am not. I think a lot of I think a significant part of cancel culture is like valid. Like I get it, you know.
No, yeah,
This
I don't give a
is-
fuck. I don't fucking
Yeah.
care who gets quote unquote canceled. And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not cancel culture. It's
Mhm.
consequence culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this, I sincerely think nobody. I don't think anybody in their right mind was like thinking about this.
Exactly.
I think someone was just bored. You know what I mean? Like this isn't. I don't know.
Here's the
I
thing.
think
I
there's-
know why they took it out. It was because they didn't want any controversy surrounding their
Yeah.
movie in a negative light.
So they were just.
Nobody's
that
favorite
they-
character
yeah, exactly.
nobody is fucking Pepe. And if it is, yeah, you're a fucking French creep.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's exactly
Yeah.
it. Because as soon as this
Okay, I
happens,
see.
the people who
I
you would
see.
expect to react the way that they do
Oh, I
are
see.
always
They're
like,
fucking
"What are you
creeps."
talking about? My favorite character has always been the sexual predator and assault maniac.
Yeah,
What are you talking
that's
about?
weird.
My favorite
Sus.
Dr. Seuss book was always the racist one.
Yeah, exactly.
Always the
I didn't
same
even nobody
shit.
knew it existed too.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like I
while we're
swear
on
to God,
topic-
since I was a child, Mr. Potato Head has always had a penis.
People are bored.
By the way, speaking of racism in Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez has actually been embraced by Latino communities. So,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was another thing.
That's
They stopped showing Speedy Gonzalez like stuff, and then everybody in like the Hispanic community was like, "Fuck you, bring him back. We like him."
Hell yeah.
Yeah. See, and very quick tangent. I I hate when companies do this because it's not like we asked for it. It's just they did it because like they don't want to be offensive, which I understand the effort, but you are doing essentially nothing. I don't know if anyone has seen it yet, but if you haven't seen Oh Hello, the John Mulaney and Nick Kroll thing, very funny. It's on Netflix. It's just about two old men, just bigoted old men. Like that's like the whole point is like they're bigoted old men that like say a bunch of offensive shit. And it's so funny. Like it's the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a long time. It's perfect for like comedy nerds and theater dorks. But in the middle of the show, Nick Kroll says the N-word.
Oh.
But but like within the context of him like quoting black people, and yeah, it's not right, but like they say so much shitty things throughout, and they took it out, and I'm like. And that was my favorite part of the show. I would like
they just like they removed the whole bit.
It's so eerie because he's just like because the full quote is, I go by this high school and the guy's like, oh, look at Shafooty Booty, and then I go by it now and he's like, that cream of wheat nigga has a show now, and now he doesn't say that. He just said, yeah, right. It's fucking hilarious.
It's a good
but
joke.
now he says that I go down that high school and then it just cuts to him nodding and it's like, what? And it's my favorite part of the show, and
oh my
you're
god.
doing for anyone that's listening, you're doing nothing for the community.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you to do this. White saviors fucking asked you to do this. Just donate to like actual things and like bring awareness to like laws and like legislator. Don't remove this stupid joke that like no black person, I don't know, no black person that understands Nick Kroll's and John Mulaney's comedy would ever ask for it to be removed. You're just, I don't know.
Yeah,
sorry.
they did a
tangent.
No, I like this tangent, and I'm gonna follow up on it. There's a scene in The Office where Dwight is like pretending to be his like heritage example of Santa Claus, which is Belschnickel.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like this, and it actually is this like old German folklore character. And then Oscar, one of the characters, starts researching it, and he's like, apparently he had a partner who usually would be performed as blackface.
Yes,
and then
that's true.
And then he's like, stop. We don't blindly follow every part of our tradition. Come on, settle down, guys. And then everyone's like, oh, okay. And then he like turns around and he starts texting, and you see his like sidekick Nate walking in the parking lot in full blackface, and he just turns around and gets back in his car.
Yeah, and it's so they're so aware about how wrong it is. Like the
it's
characters
like that's the point.
It's like as long as it's like that and not like literal like. There's ways that comedy does it, and also like with Speedy Gonzalez and stuff. There are ways where you can like fuck it up and it's like offensive and it's like it's not tasteful at all. But I feel like with these things, it's just white people being like, oh, we don't want to step on any toes here.
It's like if it's like if every time Robert Downey Jr. spoke in Tropic Thunder, it was just a shot of Ben Stiller reacting, and you never saw it.
That's a perfect example. I would say that whole point is like it's making fun of it. Like just. I don't know.
The point is that like people
is dead.
Yeah, the point is people in Hollywood think they can get away with this.
Yes, and they do all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, and they're praised for it because they got so into the character, and he's like, that's the bit.
Yeah. Anyways.
Speaking of people removing things in controversy, though. The other controversy happening was it's hard to have an episode talking about Space Jam without talking about the Lola Bunny redesign controversy.
Without talking about Lola Bunny's big fat tits.
Yeah, without the bazongas.
She's still high.
Dahunka Benkaloos.
It didn't really, they
Hold on.
I mean, wait, no, wait, hey, guys,
Marcus,
our resident pervert, is going to talk about how sad he is.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
You walked into this. You have to.
Yeah, Marcus, how sad are you?
You have to play this character that you've invented for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely think that she's still a hot character. She just doesn't have big boobs. Like that's it. That's all I have to say.
You always say boobs
Well-
like that.
Boobs.
What do I say? Boobs, booba.
Here's the thing though, Marcus. There are a lot of people that feel differently than you.
not true.
So I decided earlier today would go through Twitter and different news article comment sections
Oh,
and
God.
I decided to find people who were melting down and freaking out regarding the whole situation from both sides. It's great. And here I'm gonna put some of these in the chat, and I want you guys to somebody to give me a read for some of these. Here, 1 second.
Real quick, while you're doing
All
that,
right.
I had just looked up a couple
Mhm.
reviews. The two that stand out, because they're the first two, are the greatest documentary that I've ever seen. And like this review, if you want to fuck Lola the rabbit,
How many likes does it have?
it has 780 likes.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's not enough.
All right. Our first one that I have for us. Sorry, 1 second. My computer's freaking out. All right. Jack, could you give me a read for this one?
Yeah,
Could I have you read this off for me?
absolutely. Screw this crap. Not watching Warner Brothers movies anymore. Companies run by abusers and very toxic, negative people. They love to cause hate and unsafe work environments. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
I don't. This was just on like a. By the way, this was just a tweet that I found on just a reaction to the original poster. This dude was just really, really mad at Warner Brothers.
What the fuck?
So I don't even think that it was necessarily related.
You know what's funny?
He
I
was
think
caught up in the whole thing.
I think I know exactly what this is in reference to. And
Oh?
it ties actually back into our Snyder Cut episode.
Oh,
Because
really?
there's currently a whole like legal battle going on with Warner Brothers and Ray Fisher, I learned was his name. Thanks, Grandpa, who corrected me on Cyborg's real name, or Cyborg's actor's name. Because he fucking hated Joss Whedon, and so he's trying to start a lawsuit against Warner Brothers for hiring him and allowing him to be such a fucking disgusting bitch. So I think that's what this is referencing.
Mm.
So yeah, anything having to do with Warner Brothers all ties back to fucking Zack Snyder.
Back to Zack Snyder. Yeah, there was a ton. I skipped over a ton of comments that were just free Zack Snyder, the Zack Snyder cut, and all that stuff.
Free
It's
Zack
like
Snyder.
it's literally like he's in prison. Like it's like what the fuck? Come on, guys.
Okay.
But I have another one here. Marcus, could you give me this? Can you give this one a read for me?
Yes. Is it the Go Blue Buckeye one?
Yes, Go Blue Buckeye here.
Yeah. Also, Anthony, why did you say Marcus Reed? They were fucking talking.
No, I sent that. I typed that just to let you know that was for you to read.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
That was me.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
got
shut up, Anthony.
Yeah,
God.
sorry.
Anthony, shut the.
Meanwhile, Anthony hasn't said anything for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Anthony is
Okay.
mute.
Go Blue Buckeye says she was not overly sexualized. She wore what many women at the time dressed like. What? No, she was in like sports uniform. Anyways, what? Okay.
She
Also,
literally wore
why
like
is there-
a cropped jersey and shorts. Also, she's a
She was
bunny.
in, like a tube top.
Yeah.
She's
the
not a
mini
woman.
shorts.
She's a
Oh,
bunny.
wow. Okay, no,
Alright.
this it gets so much better.
It's
Also-
yeah.
Also, why is there a Hillary Clinton character in this movie? Yeah, with LeBron taking the lead and a Clinton character in this movie, my whole family is gonna take a hard pass, pun intended. That's not in it, but I just thought that was funny. On this pile of garbage. No, thank you.
Who's
What
Hillary
is
Clinton?
he talking about?
Who's
What is
Hillary
the
Clinton?
Hillary
Who-
Clinton character?
Who is Hillary Clinton?
Who is she? I've
the
never
fuck
heard
is-
of her.
What is he talking? Does anybody know what he's
I
talking
have no idea. This
No idea.
man just I don't I think like I don't know what trailer they watched. Like this was from a news article. And this was on a post regarding actually here I'm going to put the headline what the post was. I believe this was it. One moment.
Wait,
Here.
before we get started, I want you to know that I'm looking it up right now, and my keyboard sucks. I found out it it doesn't register E, T, and a few other keys for some reason.
Where the
so I have to
fuck-
get a new one.
Where the fuck did you
It's
buy your keyboard from?
Amazon. It fucking
How
sucks
much?
so
Oh
much.
my gosh.
It's like $20. It was bad.
Fucking holy shit! Return it.
My keyboard's
I know.
$20. And it's a great one.
I needed. Anyways,
Here.
I'm going through
Anthony,
crisis.
please read this.
Yeah.
But
This
I
is
want you to
the- Oh,
wait really
yeah.
quick. I just
Go
want you to
ahead.
know that my search bar says Hyori Kanon Spac Jam 2.
What were you trying to say?
Yes.
Hillary Clinton Space Jam 2.
Kyrie
Are
Cantona.
you using a push to talk?
Huh?
What the fuck did you say?
Are you using a push to talk, Marcus?
No, he's
Huh?
not.
Are you using a push to talk, Marcus?
No.
Oh, well, that could have been the reason why. But anyways, I'm going to read this now. Conservatives want you to be mad that Lola Bunny's not hot anymore. Conservatives want you to be mad that Lola
No,
Bunny's
read
not
the
hot anymore.
read the tag at the bottom.
Space Jam 2 is a kid's cartoon, but it's the adults who are freaking out that the rabbit has lost her boobs. by Luke Winky.
So yeah, that is one of the articles that I very much enjoyed. Here's
There's a
another-
$10 million reward out for anyone who can find Lola Bunny's boobs.
Yeah, they're missing. Nobody knows where they went. Also, there is this one character that goes by the name of Nisi on this article that that they kept replying to other people's comments, but there's no replying to comments on this website. So they were just posting new comments, replying to things like days after other people would comment, and so I couldn't figure out who they're replying to. But they had some strong opinions. Actually, Anthony, I want you to give this one your all.
Right.
Give old Nisi your all.
Thank you for commenting. Fuck. Thank you for commenting, but honestly, you are not
happened to you?
reading between the lines as to what the cartoon is really implying! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. One, I am not imposing on anyone. This is a discussion for an open forum to comment. You don't get it. That's the problem. She is a girl. So why try to change her to look boyish? If you cannot accept other people's opinions, then stop commenting. Sounds personal.
I'm going to reiterate. She's not a girl. She is a
She's a
rabbit.
bunny.
Rabbit.
She could, okay. This is the
And
dumbest thing.
Nisi wasn't done there.
Oh my god. I'm gonna read this
Oh
one.
my-
I want to read this one.
This is Jack. Why don't you give this one a read? This one's on the same.
Please,
Yeah.
with the same
Oh my
finger.
god.
There's no way this is. I feel like we're missing a lot of context between
This
these
is
two
on these.
messages.
There was no context for either of these because they were replying to other people's comments.
Oh my god.
But there's no replies.
Okay.
Uh,
So this comment says, "Why
or,
is the
like,
world
yeah.
forcing everyone to accept this gay life? Everyone does not like it. I think some people might like it. I just want to add that. It is killing off humans. God told Noah to build an ark and gather every male and female animal for a reason: to reproduce naturally."
Where is your point? Where did this come from?
This is,
Nisi?
please remind me that this is under a post about Space Jam 2.
This is okay. The title for this article was Lola Bunny's desexualized Space Jam 2 redesign sparks intense debate, and it really did.
It sure did.
I
About
can
Noah's Ark
confirm.
and that gay
Also,
people
he's
are killing human beings.
Yeah, he's also these comments are implying that like if you don't have big fucking milky ass honkers, then you are not a real woman.
Yeah.
That's the most like.
I know, right?
I don't give a fuck what you think
Yeah.
about gender
It's
norms.
also
I
the
could give a
long
fuck.
ears and fur that make you a real woman, apparently.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about what you could think what gender norms are. That is the most exclusive thing. Like you are excluding a lot of women, so much women, because I don't know. What if I know so many people? I know so many women with not big milky honkers.
Mhm.
Everybody does. That's a weird way to put it, I think.
Yeah, why
But
the fuck?
anyways, I'm
Oh
gonna
Jesus!
So
shut
as
up
you
now.
can see, there's a reply actually on that comment.
Guys,
So there
God.
are actually, I forgot, there are replies on this website. Nisi just didn't realize that there was a reply button and would just type a new comment. So here's Proxion Pizzavorius goes, take your pills. If not, the orderlies will put you in that padded room again.
Oh
And
my
Nisi replies, Jack,
What? Okay. Nisi replied, right next to your room. How you doing? Parentheses. Wendy Williams. Kissy face.
What is that mean? What is that?
Who is Nisi? Nisi, if you're out there listening, please
Come on
give
the
us,
podcast.
send us an email, write us on, put something on Instagram, tweet at us, come on the podcast. We need to hear who you are.
My God.
I'm gonna
It's-
backtrack.
This is
to,
so unhinged.
I'm gonna backtrack to Go Blue Buckeye. I think I know who the Hillary Clinton character is.
Oh,
Granny. I think they're talking about Granny.
Oh my
what?
fucking God.
They're talking about Granny. There's no
That's
way
what
they
they're
could be talking about
calling
anybody
Hillary-
else.
There's
There's
no
no
way.
way.
They can't be talking about Granny. There's no fucking
Who
way.
else would they? be
Is
talking
Hillary
Oh my
Clinton owned
God.
by Warner Brothers?
Let me
Yes.
double check.
Let me check.
Can I totally change the subject really quick?
Oh wait, no. First, can you read this
we
for
need
me?
to change the subject soon to the surprise segment.
This is the last one.
Okay.
This is the last
Marcus, you please read
Okay.
this as loud as you can.
Okay. This is Scion Apple, the March 6, 2021. Come on, I want Sexy Bunny. Please, it's quarantine. I want Sexy Bunny. Okay.
I will be
I
clipping
want
that and posting it everywhere.
Yep.
Uh,
We will be using that as the intro sound to every episode from now on.
Can I propose something? I think we should talk about more of this next episode because I feel like we didn't get to a lot of things. Like there should be like a part 2.
Yeah, we
Or is
could
that-
do Space Jam Part 2.
Okay.
Maybe we do a Space Jam Part 2. Well,
Oh
you
my
guys at home, let us
God.
know.
Yo,
Let
wait,
us
wait.
know,
That's
'cause-
there's a Space Jam Part
Yeah,
2 actually.
yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Crazy.
So maybe we do our Space
Yeah.
Jam Part 2 because we didn't even really. I don't think I even finished talking about the plot
No,
of the show.
Everybody knows
can I-
what Space Jam is.
Yeah. And okay, and I want to tell y'all something that shakes me to my core every time that I watch this fucking movie. But I think the scariest scene in Space Jam, which is a funny sentence, the scariest scene is when they're making, like, this is spoilers, but watch the damn movie. But when Michael is making the bet with
Mm.
the boss man, and he's like, what's in it for me? And Michael's like, you got to free and the souls of the players and give them back to their owners. And then like the boss man is like, what is it for me? And then he's like, you can have me. And then he smokes his fucking cigar, and it blows out this alternate universe where Michael Jordan loses, and he is literally a slave at Moron Mountain, and he's like chained up. It is the most like. It is so fucking bleak and dark, and I know it doesn't happen, but like seeing that shit as a kid, seeing Michael Jordan, the star and head of this movie, chained up like a slave and doing like and losing every single basketball match made me like almost cry. It was the
Oh
most
my
sad
God.
thing ever.
I want to say I'm the only one of us, I think, that didn't watch this like recently because I didn't have time this week to like sit down and watch a full movie.
Yes.
And holy fuck, I erased that from my memory.
Yeah.
Well, here it is.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's like, and the color
Holy
scheme is
shit.
so
Yeah.
weird.
Jack, would you mind putting that up on screen?
Maybe.
Because we're not describing this.
I'm
It's
not
just
going to
a
describe
terrible
it. It's
scene.
exactly what it
Yeah.
sounds like. It's
Chained
like,
to a ball, and he's on another planet.
yeah, in this like minimalist, spooky looking animation.
With, what are those pillars of fire up in the background?
All right.
Braziers.
Holy fuck. Okay, so we might do another episode about this. I mean, we certainly will. We're going to talk about Space Jam 2 when it comes out. That's the whole point of this episode. But if we feel like we have more to say about Space Jam 1, we'll do another episode tomorrow, but we'll see. Or not tomorrow, next week. But anyway, we need to move on to surprise segment. I want to say real quick, I did pass the surprise segment on to you guys, but I just thought of another one and I have it ready if whoever prepared a surprise segment doesn't mind.
Well, my surprise segment was kind of the comments, but I was like, I don't want to use it as a surprise segment.
Go Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo,
So
go Jack.
just
Yeah.
while I was on Letterboxd looking at some reviews, I happened to run into some lists that they have. And if you don't know this, Letterboxd allows people to create full lists of movies that they I don't know how to describe this. Just lists of movies and they can name the list. So a lot of them I'm seeing are every movie mentioned on blank podcast. I don't remember any of the names, but I have a couple. I have just 3 lists here. And I'm gonna say the title and description of the list, and then read a couple names of the movies.
Okay.
So first I have Squanch Night. This is the description says deep fried movies to squanch with buddies. If it's here, it's a spank.
No. Is that a Rick and Morty reference?
I think it is, but
Oh,
here's some
God.
films that appear. Birdemic,
Oh.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure,
Oh, yes.
Batman and
Yes.
Robin,
Oh.
Black Dynamite,
Okay. That's a good
Blazing
movie.
Saddles,
I love the movie.
Duck Soup.
I mean, they're good movies. I don't like the name.
Duck Soup is a film from 1933.
Fuck.
Frog Baseball, which if you don't know what Frog Baseball is, it is the Beavis and Butthead pilot in which they literally play baseball with a frog's corpse.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
There's a movie called Incel.
Please
'Cause-
read the description of the movie Incel to us.
I'm sure it's exactly what you think it is. There's a movie
Damn.
called Kazam, which is Shaq as a genie. Also came out in 1996, by the way, same year as Space Jam.
Mhm.
Incel,
What the
a
fuck?
young incel college student, angry at being rejected by a woman his whole life, contemplates suicide. That is the description.
That sounds like a film written by Ben Shapiro.
Starring Ben Shapiro.
Precisely.
Director Ben Shapiro, writer Ben Shapiro.
He's made some shitty movies. Also in Squanch Night is The Princess Bride.
Good movie.
Anyway,
So they have some good taste.
next list I have here is Chief Keef. Movies as seen on Chief Keef's Instagram/Twitter or mentioned in raps. Some of these
Oh.
are really surprising.
Oh.
First on the list we have Furry Vengeance, which if you don't know what that is, it's Brendan Fraser fights a bunch of forest animals. Why? Marcus has found a GIF of
Jack, you need to just put that in.
I can't.
Put it
I'm
in.
not going to.
No.
Marcus has discovered a GIF of Michael Jordan as a slave, as pictured in
and he's
Space Jam.
and he's like, oh,
and he's
then the alien
screaming,
is-
and then an alien does a little bit at him.
Sorry,
Anyway,
I just found it. Sorry.
yeah, thanks. Anyway, on the list entitled Chief Keef is The Revenant, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Wreck-It Ralph, Blade, the movie Blade, Paranormal Activity, The Longest Yard, Sex Drive,
Okay.
Great movie.
Ocean's 8, which I don't know why Ocean's 8 was referenced. Maze Runner, Judge Dredd, Norbit.
Oh.
Norbit is
that's
like
a
Norbit is a
weird movie.
2007 Eddie Murphy
Eddie-
film, and the description is a mild-mannered guy who is engaged to a monstrous woman, meets the woman of his dreams.
Also
and seems
played
to
by
find a way
Eddie
to be with her.
Murphy.
Yeah, the woman is also played by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
It's Jack and Jill, but Eddie Murphy.
And then, lastly,
Ew.
there's a list that is titled Space Jam, and the films that it contains is Space Jam. The description says Space Jam. There are 17 comments, and every single one of them says Space Jam. And I feel like it's about time to reveal to you guys that the only reason I found these other two lists is because Space
Was
Jam
because-
appears on either of them.
Oh, yes.
So that concludes our Space Jam episode.
Oh.
We might do it
Wonderful.
again. We
Yeah,
might not.
let us know.
Let us know if you want us to do a review of the sequel to Willy's Wonderland.
Okay.
No, I don't want
Bye.
It doesn't exist, so you don't have to worry about it.
Wait, we gotta plug our merch.
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
gotta plug our merch. Go to www.wolfman.com if you want to see our merch. Why is that? Fuck. My head hurts so bad. Thanks for listening. Follow us at CramJamPod everywhere. We'll be uploading some gaming videos soon when Marcus eventually figures out his setup here. It took us like 10 minutes to finally start recording this episode. Just trying to
what is
figure out
this?
Marcus's situation.
What is this? What is this? Wolfman's homepage?
I
This
don't know
is
what
Jim-
you're doing. I don't know what this is.
AKA Jim Morris.
This
It's
is
Jim
the
Morris.
website you said. It's
Yeah.
just
I was
he
just
loves
talking.
macaws
Why?
and wolves dogs.
Wait, I'm going to. I did not. I don't even know what's on Wolfman.com. Wolf. What the
There's
fuck?
so many animals.
Oh, this
Oh,
is just some.
Everyone go to
Okay,
wolfman.com.
pause. This is just some guy and his website. I did
His
not.
name is Jim Morris.
I did not know this existed. Visit
Who answered my
wolfman.com.
buddy after a shower. it's just a bunch of birds. They're not
Okay,
even wolves.
We cannot keep doing this.
Fucking dumbass.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for listening,
All right.
everybody. We'll see you next week.
All right,
Like and
Bye.
subscribe, follow our Insta.
I
and
already
everything.
did that.
Fuck you, bitch!
All right, goodbye.